Hello, everyone. Welcome back to St. Louis Teens, and welcome back to our series on Champions for Teens, which features lawmakers and leaders working with teens in their community. Today, we're here with Mayor Jim Thomson of Richmond Heights, Missouri. Mayor Thomson, you're actively involved with high school students in Richmond Heights through the Youth Council and mentorship. We thank you for encouraging teens to be active citizens and for your service. Mayor Thomson, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and what inspired you to go into public service, and how has your journey been like?
I spent 34 years as a teacher in the St. Louis Public Schools, starting off as a teacher, coach, and retiring as a high school principal. I enjoyed my time doing that. And there's some days I miss working with the kids and the teachers. When I retired, I thought working for the city government would be the next step up. I was unable to get a job as driving a street cleaner. So I thought that I'd run for public office. I was very fortunate to win as mayor 4 years ago, and then again this past, well, it was supposed to be April, but it turned out to be June. What inspired me to keep the kids involved is, as a teacher and as a coach and as an administrator, you want to work with kids on. It's okay that we have our teachers teaching the math and the science and the social studies and the history, but there's lifelong learning that kids have to participate in. And I thought this was a way of getting back involved in that.
And I know it can be difficult, but as mayor, can you share with us your most favorite part about your job?
One of the best parts of being mayor of the city of Richmond Heights, first of all, it's a great community. It's a good place to live, work, and raise a family. I think one of the best parts of it is talking with people. I like to communicate. I have a slogan that says the best form of communication is conversation. So I like to talk with people, especially people like you, Cher, who and your group, who are talking with us adults. A lot of people have problems and concerns about what takes place in Richmond Heights. And this gives me a good opportunity to work with them and help them solve those problems and concerns.
And I know that you have a background as a teacher. What inspired you to work with teens in your community as a mayor? And what inspired you to essentially start that youth counselor startup program so that teens can get more involved in their community? And if you had to pick one of the most memorable moments that you've had in your interaction with teens, what would it be?
Well, I think part of my agenda for running for mayor the first time was to bring the village back. Being a teacher, I saw that kids relied upon the schools to provide the necessary functions to help them move on in life. Not so many kids are involved in the church anymore. Not so many kids are involved with youth activities outside of the school. So I thought, well, by doing this, 2 years ago, one of our youth groups put together what's called a Hope Box. It's outside our recreation facility near our library. And we asked people to put in there what they can, and we asked people to take what they need. It was a cooperative effort with Menards, who provided the material, the kids who put the box together. And to say something very positive is that the box is full, and then sometimes the box is empty. So we're solving the problem. People are putting in there what they can, and those who in need take what they need. We also open up our gym to high school kids and middle school kids after school. It's important that they have somewhere to go and something to do. They can come in, they can lift weights, they can play basketball, they can swim, they can use the library. That's a good opportunity for kids who don't have a structure at home or structure at school.
And as someone who has, spent, your whole life interacting with teens and being able to interact with teens on a constant basis, how do you think that more policymakers, more leaders, and members of Congress can be more interactive with teens in their community and develop rich and meaningful partnerships with them?
Boy, that's a tough question. All politics are local. So being able to talk to the mayor of your community, to be able to talk to the councilman or alderman in whatever city you live in is a little easier. Once you move out of um, our realm and move up to the state and then the national, it's very difficult to get a hold and talk to somebody. It really is. It's difficult for me to reach out and talk to people, even though I'm a mayor of a community. Um, Would they say something about the squeaky wheel gets the oil? You have to be very vocal. You have to let people know in a very positive way what your agenda is and how they can help you do what you would like to do. It's a difficult.
And COVID-19 has posed unprecedented challenges to our society and to our leaders. In order for a city to effectively manage the pandemic, not only does the city government need to manage its own city effectively, but it also needs to work well in conjunction with other levels of government. Mayor Thomson, you've done a great job in governing Richmond Heights to fight COVID-19 in a very effective and efficient manner. So what have been your keys to success during these times?
I think communication with our residents. I send a letter out to our residents about every other week. And when this COVID-19 first started, I tried to boost their spirits. I talked about that we're on a bridge over troubled water. And I kept on thinking that things are going to get better as the COVID kind of leveled out. St. Mary's Hospital is in our community. So I frequently talk with the administration from St. Mary's about what they're doing up there. We have 4 senior citizen communities in Richmond Heights, and I reach out to them to see how their residents are doing and how that their employers are doing. Their employees are very important. Just as St. Mary's, everybody at St. Mary's is important. Everybody talks about the doctors and nurses, but those who transport, those who work in food service, those who work in housekeeping, you have to keep a hospital clean so the disease doesn't spread. I think communicating with a lot of people helps.
And in your opinion, what is the post-pandemic outlook for the future, particularly for teens, be it in terms of education, jobs, or the economy? And based on your experience as a teacher and as a mayor, how do you think we can be more prepared?
Well, right now you have to do that social distancing. Some of you youngsters just don't like doing that, do you? You need to wear that mask and wash your hands and stay away from large crowds. That's what everybody tells you to do. And that's really what you need to do. You told me earlier that you played on your high school tennis team. I don't know if we're going to have sports in the fall because now the government, St. Louis County is saying you can't be playing other schools. You can't be in a group of more than 10. It's going to be very difficult. Where do I see this going? I have no idea. Just to be honest with you, I thought that things were leveling off, and then we've had this spike. So many people going into the hospital, so many people being diagnosed with this COVID-19. More people are passing. I have no idea. Now, you're a young man, and the people you work with are the future leaders. You're our next business leaders. You're our next senators, our congressmen. You could be the next mayor of Richmond Heights if you move into our community. I think this is a learning lesson for you. That you've seen how difficult the situation is now. And once it's going to improve, we're going to manage to get out of this. And then you just have to be the leaders of tomorrow.
Mayor Thomson, thank you so much for investing your time and resources in our teens and the value that they bring to our country and our future. And thank you so much for your time and answering all of our questions today.
Okay, you keep on talking in the plural. Who are the champions for teens?
So along with yourself, there are some other mayors and there are some members of Congress, state legislators who also have started a youth council potentially or have become involved with teens in their community who St. Louis Teens wants to highlight their work and further that message.
Are you doing this yourself, or you have another group of teens you're working with?
So it's just myself.
Well, you're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you and good luck to you.